Hey y'all, it's Bree and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so we can be cool, because you here, so we might as well be cool. Period. And if you're already my friend, already a part of the family, already locked in, then hey boo, I know it's been a while, but I'm back. And yeah, let's get into this mess. Before I get into this mess, before I start running my mouth, you already know what time it is. Grab your glass, okay? What's in your cup? What's in my cup? We ain't gonna even ask each other what's in the cup, but just take a sip before this shit. Woo!
Where's the flavor? Where's the flavor in this?
Shit. Okay. Okay. That was real ghetto. All right, so let's get into the mess. Hold on, let me fix my camera. I look good. Okay. All right, y'all. So this story time is going to go back to University Tales. Now, only the real people know what University Tales is. If you watch my videos, then you know what University Tales is, okay? So we're going back to that, but we're gonna go before I went to college, and we're gonna go to my senior year. Now, before I start getting into this, I just want to make sure y'all understand what the whole setup of life was at this point. So I went to college for 1 year, and I decided that shit wasn't for me. Now, if it's for you, it's for you. You feel me? Like, it just was not for me. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to everybody who was for. It just wasn't for me. like I literally it just was not for me. I don't know what else to fucking say. It just was, and it's not for everybody, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? At least I was mature enough to realize that before I just started wasting a whole bunch of extra ass money. And that's why I tell people that are young, you know what I'm saying, don't go to college just because your family wants you to, or because you want to prove a point to someone or make people proud. You go to college because that's what you want to do. If that's not what you want to do, then don't do that shit. So anyways, y'all, I went to college for a year. I went to a HBCU. It was lit as hell. And now we're going to go to my 12th grade year. So 12th grade, I went to this school. It was like a real small high school. There was like less than 100 people in my class. And they took us on this college trip or whatever. So, y'all, we was going to it was like a college tour. We went to a whole bunch of different colleges. You know, they was real nice. Like, we was going to Ohio State. If y'all know, I live in Cleveland. So, Ohio State. We went to all these different beautiful colleges, right? And every time we would go on the campuses, they would be beautiful. But for whatever reason, I could not see myself on any of these campuses.
I don't know. I just don't think this is great for me. I don't want to do it. I want to go home.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I knew it was not the place for me. So when we went to this particular college, which I'm not going to say the name of the college, but it was a HBCU in Ohio. So use your, be a motherfucking CSI agent if you want. I don't know. If you know, shit. So I went to this, the HBCU. We went there for our next college tour. And when I say, this is bad, but it felt like I was in the hood. I was like, oh shit. Like when we got off the bus, y'all, I said, oh shit. I looked around. It was black melanin everywhere. You feel me? The niggas was outside. The girls was outside. It was crazy. So, that whole feel and the emotions that I had when I got off that bus to do this college tour, it was just yeah, I fuck with this. You feel me? This lit. So y'all, the college, we got off the bus or whatever, and they told us to go into this little auditorium. But on our way into the auditorium, we seen the bands, we seen the dancers, we seen sororities and fraternities. It was just a whole lot of black excellence going on in that bitch. And I was just really here for it, honestly. So I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, this shit look lit. So we go into the auditorium, y'all, and it's a couple of people talking to us on the stage. I don't know what the fuck they was talking about, but I'm sure it had something to do with us, choosing their school or them choosing us or whatever. So anyways, they was all talking, blah, blah, blah. So the good part is the band ended up coming and doing a performance, right? So the band comes and I hear like, you know, the instruments, like the drums and the trombones and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so we was in the auditorium, so they were coming in the entrance of the auditorium or whatever. So I'm hearing it, and like, honestly, I don't know. I'm one of them type of people, like the bands, they get me lit. I ain't gonna lie. It makes me excited. It gives me like a rush of adrenaline to like hear the band. Like, it's turned. I don't know. How can you sit still if you hearing them? You feel? How can you sit still? Like, like they playing our stuff, you know, drumming or whatever. Like 19s to the 2000s. Yeah. So they coming in the entrance or whatever, and it was like I said, it was an auditorium, so it's, you know, one side seats and then the other side is seats, and there's like a walkway or whatever. So the band is starting to enter like the middle walkway going towards the stage of the auditorium. And, you know, it's like the drummers first, then it's like whatever. They just all going down the aisle, right? So then they all pause and like make this line, and like everybody's facing each other. Like, it was like some shit like Beyonce. Like, I don't know, I gotta insert a little clip or something so y'all know what I'm saying. They was all like faced like towards each other in the aisle. And in the middle of the aisle, I just see this guy or whatever. He is just doing it up. Like, this nigga is walking down the aisle and he flipping and doing all type of crazy stuff and sticking out his tongue, and like, he doing crazy stuff. I'm looking like intrigued, like, what the fuck? Who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? So later on, I ended up finding out that he was the drum major of, you know, that's what he was called, but he was definitely drum majoring, okay? So he going down the aisle doing his drum major stuff, and then the person behind him, I guess that was the co-drum major, I don't know, somebody underneath him that was getting trained to be the drum major, he's walking behind him or whatever. So they doing all these tricks and stuff and going to the stage. So they performing, and like in my head, I'm still thinking, like, I'm there physically for the performance, but my mind is still thinking about this man going down the aisle, and I just want to know more about him. Like, I was intrigued. So I was telling my friend, like, you know, we talking to each other, and I'm telling her, like, that's gonna be my man. That's gonna be my man. Now, if y'all know, I am engaged, but I am talking about this because it's something that happened, you know what I'm saying, in my life. So I don't feel bad, because it's not like I feel these feelings now. This is just how I was feeling at the time. So if you're mad about it. But anyway, so anyway, yeah, I'm like thinking about him, and I'm telling her, like, yeah, that's gonna be my man. Like, I'm going here. This is gonna be my man. Like, I fuck with this campus. Like, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, we ended up, you know, watching the performance and everything, and it was cool. And then afterwards, we was able to like mingle around and kind of talk to the college students. So, you know, I was mingling and talking to people, and, you know, feeling the vibe. And they all telling me, yeah, was. I said the damn name of the school. I'm gonna bleep that. I'm gonna bleep that out. Okay, that little brown juice. The little brown juice getting to me. Hold on. All right. Get it together, girl. Get it together. All right, so, you know, I'm mingling. I'm mingling. I'm moving around. You feel me? I'm moving around. I'm getting active. So, you know, I ended up, you know, just mingling. They telling us about the school, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So when we had left out of the auditorium, we ended up going to the cafe, y'all, and the cafe was lit. They was having Fish Friday, which I'm just like, what? Fish Friday? Fried Fish Friday? Yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's lit. Like, it's lit. And then they tell me they got Chicken Wing Wednesday. I'm like, what? Y'all. At that point, I was sold, baby. You don't got to tell me nothing else. I went home after that tour and applied to that college. And you know your girl got accepted, okay? Motherfucking accepted. So, yeah, boom. I'm going. I keep fucking saying the name. Okay. Hold on. Let me get it together. Hold on. Y'all. Okay. Be serious. Get it together. Why the fuck do I keep saying the name though? Like, girl. Okay, so I applied to that college when I got home, and I was ready to go because, honey, listen, it was the place I needed to be. Like, the dorm rooms looked like projects. I mean, I never stayed in the projects until I was an adult, you know what I'm saying? But for me, that was a comfort, seeing people that look like me, seeing places that look familiar to me, and feeling like I belonged somewhere. All right. So boom, I applied, I got accepted. Fast forward. Okay. So the first week of college comes, y'all, and it's actually the week before the first week. So what they did was have all the freshman class come a week before to, like, get acquainted, find out where your classes are, all that shit, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff about, like, making sure you know where you're going when you get to school or whatever. So all that's, that week comes or whatever. And not everybody is there. Like the sophomore class, they're not all there. They all coming in slowly, like everybody's trickling in. But the freshman class is there, and like the major things like the band, sports teams, sororities, and fraternities, they were there. So, I'm standing in front of the auditorium with my friends because they were having this little meetup for the freshmen or whatever. And the band, I hear those drums. It took me on a fucking flashback, honey. I remember the last time I heard them drums. So I'm excited. I'm like, okay. I wonder if, that guy who was the drum major is going to be here this time. Because now we in the same playing field, honey. I said that was going to be my man. So let's see what's going to happen. So, I hear the drums. I hear all the instruments. And I see him. So I'm like, okay. So he doing his thing, y'all. I don't know if y'all ever seen what a drum major do, but if I can find a clip, and I'm gonna put it in. He doing all of this stuff, and I'm just like, oh shit, like, okay. So, I heard someone talking. I'm sorry, it's a video playing in the other room. So, I'm hearing, I said I'm hearing. I'm not hearing. I'm talking. So, hold on. After the performance, mind you, I'm standing like on the sidewalk or whatever, and they in the middle of the street. So after the performance was done, the little performance that they was just putting on or practicing or whatever, the drum major happens to end up in front of me, like standing like directly in front of me. So I don't remember exactly what I said, but I started a conversation with him, and yeah, the conversation was just flowing. Like I guess I was spitting some game, bitch. I don't know. I guess I was spitting some game or something, because I said something, he said something, I said something, yeah, and then you feel me? It was that on that. So yeah, so we was talking whatever, and somehow we ended up exchanging numbers, and we was cool. So the college, the week goes on, the freshman week goes on. Everything's cool. We kind of just like texting back and forth at this point. And, it was cool or whatever. So, this is like maybe like 2 weeks into August, or like the third. No, actually it was like 2 weeks into August or whatever. It was like 2-3 weeks into August. And my birthday is September 1st. Okay. So yes, I'm a Virgo, if you wanted to know. And we don't tolerate Virgo slander over here. So don't get in my comments doing all that, because I don't know what kind of Virgos y'all dealt with, but every Virgo I've ever met was super sweet and super nice, except for the niggas. All right, no offense, but so yeah, so my birthday was a couple weeks into school or whatever, and this particular year, my dad's mom, my dad at the time, and we're gonna talk about that, we're gonna get into that later on down the line, because technically I had 2 dads, and I know I ain't the only one, so don't judge me, okay? Don't judge my mother either. Judge your own damn mother. Don't judge mine. So technically I had 2 dads. So the person who I was calling dad at the time, his mom passed away on my birthday. So I was not supposed to come back to Cleveland until Thanksgiving, or October something. I wasn't supposed to come back to Cleveland for a little while, but I ended up coming back to Cleveland for that weekend of my birthday. And she passed away. You know, they were saying that she was getting bad, and she passed away on my birthday. So I was kind of hurt. I didn't really celebrate my birthday that year. I was kind of real like down about it and stuff like that. So when I came back, my friends at school was like, you know, like, we're gonna celebrate or whatever. And Mr. Drum Majors told me that we was gonna celebrate. Now at this time, y'all, I did not drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't do anything. I was 17, turning 18. I didn't do any of that stuff or whatever. Don't think I'm better than you, because I was popping coochie and I had a kid. So I'm not saying I was I'm not saying I was better than you at all, but it just is what it is. Like, you feel me? I was not better than you just because I didn't drink young. I just was scared, and I thought my mother was gonna kill me. But yeah, so, you know, Drum Major is like, yeah, like, when you come back or whatever, we can celebrate, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I came back, and that upcoming weekend, he told me that we was gonna celebrate. So he told me and my friend, who is like a sister to me, so I'm just gonna call her sis, okay, because she's literally like a sister to me. I met her in college, and we've been going hard ever since. Mind you, I went to college in 2012, and it's 2023. We locked in, okay, baby? Locked in till we boxed in. So when you watch this video, bitch, because I know you're going to watch it, just know you can never get away from me. I don't care how far you live. You can never get away from me. So, yeah. So I asked my sis, like, all right, sis, you want to come to, you know, Drum Major house? He got a little friend, you know, we can, you know, let's go pull up on these niggas, basically. So she like, yeah. So, you know, he Drum Major comes and picks me and sis up or whatever. And he had an apartment off campus. So I'm really feeling myself like, okay, I'm talking to a dude that's, you know, I'm a freshman. And I'm talking to a dude that got a spot off campus. And, you know what I'm saying? He doing his big one, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like really, you know, turned up about that. So we get to his spot or whatever. And y'all, he pulls out this bottle of liquor. And it's like a fruity, I forgot what the hell it was called, like lolly oop or uli oop. I don't know. It was some type of fruity liquor that looked like it had Fruit Loops on there. So I'm like, oh shit, I guess I'm about to drink today, huh? Like, and y'all, I can still remember like when I realized that I was drunk, because it was 4 of us. So it was me, Drum Major, sis, and his friend. We're gonna just call his friend, because he don't need to really need a name. But friend, we all sitting on the floor and we playing cards. And I know how to play spades now, but back then I didn't know how to play cards or whatever. So we kind of was just talking and kind of acting like we was playing cards, like I was getting a lesson on how to play cards and shit. So, and just to speak on the cards thing, y'all, I know how to play spades now because I've been taught how to play spades, but honestly, I don't like playing spades because y'all be getting way too motherfucking serious. Like, and I am not that serious to just be sitting there like, bitch, yeah, fuck you, ain't your team. Like, I just can't do it. It's too funny to me. And then I'm probably gonna be tipsy or not even in my right mind. So I might not even be paying attention. So if we ever together and we hang out, don't ask me to play spades if you don't want to lose. I'm sorry. I'm going to try, especially if I'm sober, then I'm be paying attention. But, you know, it just be a little bit too much going on for me. And that's just my preference. I'm okay with that. That's just my preference. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. Like, what you going to do? Like, I don't know. So, yeah. So I'm getting a lesson on spades or something. And I don't know. I just want to play I Declare War and Go Fish. But we taking shots at this point, and y'all, I remember just tasting the liquor, and it was so strong. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, this shit is so strong. Like, this is what y'all be drinking. Why do y'all be drinking this? Why do y'all be drinking this? Why do y'all be drinking this? Like, ew. You feel me? Yuck. So, I remember just tasting it, but I'm just like, what is wrong with me? Because I don't feel this. Little did I know that shit was going to sneak up on my ass, and I was drunk as hell, and I don't remember the rest of the night. After that, I didn't remember nothing. I just remember laughing laughing uncontrollably, and then just feeling like I just passed out or something. So, after that, me and Drum Major, we started getting like super close because we hung out around each other. We was like feeling each other's vibes and stuff like that. And now, like being a grown woman, like really looking back on it, I can honestly say that we were not that compatible, but we, you know, two people who find each other attractive, you can try to find all the stuff you like about somebody, like, but really, you know, if it's surface level, then it's gonna remain surface level. And honestly, it was pretty surface level. So, but you know, at the time we was feeling each other or whatever. So, you know, we doing that. I would just start going over there a lot. You know, sis would come with me sometimes. Sometimes she wouldn't. Sometimes it would be my other friend who was out there with me at school or whatever that I met out there too. So, you know, we would just be, like, me and Drum Major just started kicking it real tough, right? So at some point, which I don't remember how it happened, we ended up getting into a relationship, and that was my boyfriend. Girl, that was my boyfriend. So, you know, that was my boyfriend. I'm like, okay, you know, that's cool. Whenever I need to go somewhere, he got a whip, he got a spot off campus so I could get away, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I was just so consumed in my boyfriend. So, y'all, I started noticing that I wasn't, like, at a point, I started noticing that I wasn't really going to his house anymore like that. Like, it was not, we wasn't really kicking it like that super often, like how we was. And I started noticing him being distant, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, you know, I used to be at your house all the time, me and my friends, you know, we spending the night. Like, I done seen some stuff with fraternities and heard some things and been told to go to the room, and I'm just hearing things, and I'm not gonna speak on it, but you know what I'm saying, I didn't heard some shit. Like, I've been around, so like, what's really going on? Like, why are you like being dry or weird, right? So this particular day, you know, I talked to him about it, and he was like, oh, I just been busy, you know, I just been having stuff going on, but you could come over and we can, you know, chill and watch movies and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So he invites me over, and he comes and picks me up, and I go over there, y'all, and when I walk in the door, the first thing my eyes see, mind you, this is around Sweetest.
Hey y'all, so I'm aware that all like the whole US don't celebrate Sweetest Day like we celebrate Valentine's Day. It's like mainly in like the Midwest. So Sweetest Day is just like a male Valentine's Day. Like it's like a day for your sweetie, but it's specifically for men. So I just wanted to let y'all know that.
Day. I see some flowers in a pot. So I'm looking like, did he give me flowers? You know? So I think that he didn't realize that he left the flowers out in the open. So he tried to like grab them and take them into his kitchen real quick. And I'm just like, oh, so they're not for me. Like, who the fuck is they for? Who are they for? Who are they from? So y'all, he ended up telling me that the flowers was from a dancer that was on the band. Like, she was a dancer for the band. What did they call it? Majorette. She was a majorette. So I'm like, oh, you got flowers from a majorette. Okay. So y'all must be having something going on. And he's just like, no, it's nothing going on. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, she just gave me these flowers and I thought it was nice, so I kept them. And, you know, just basically trying to gaslight a bitch. Like, nigga, me personally, I only bought a nigga flowers when he was dicking me down. You feel me? I only bought one nigga ever flowers, and I was getting that pipe. So don't fucking play with me, because I'm not dumb, even though I might be younger than you, because honestly, he was like 24, 5. At this time, I'm 18. I was 17 when I met him, and I was turning 18. You feel me? So I'm way younger than you. You cannot manipulate me or nothing, nigga. Like, I know what the fuck is going on. So at this point, I'm kind of like, okay. I was kind of dry for the rest of the night, and I just wasn't like interacting with him for real. And I was just irritated with him. So after that, like, y'all, 2 days later, I received this long ass text message, and this nigga broke up with me. So rewind it back. You just got flowers from a bitch that's on your team. And let me not say a bitch, because I can't even spill that tea yet into the end. Let me not be disrespectful to these people because I don't know these people no more. Once we not cool no more, rest in peace, baby. You done died in my head because I don't know y'all no more. You feel me? So, but I'm not gonna be disrespectful to the girl because I don't know what the fuck he was telling her back then. You know what I'm saying? What it is now. Well, I know what it is now, but I'm gonna tell y'all that in a little bit. But anyways, yeah. So he sent me this long message, and I don't know what it was word for word, y'all. This is 2012. This is like 9 years ago. No, 11. Damn, bitch. Don't do that. Don't try to start guessing my age, because I don't have a problem with telling y'all how old I am. I'm 28. But yeah, this was 11 years ago, so I don't remember exactly like the word for word, like what he said. Excuse me, sorry. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 2:41 p.m.
Okay, I still got time. So yeah, you know, I don't remember exactly what the message said, but it was like a long ass message, and basically was telling me like, you know, I've been busy, I have things going on, I feel like I don't have enough time for you.
It's not you, it's me.
If a nigga hit you with the "it's not you, it's me," he ain't lying. It's really you. You got some shit going on, nigga. And that's what he told me. And I was just like, I remember responding back like on some, okay. Was I salty? Absolutely yes. But in my head, I'm just on some, all right, nigga, you done turned the city girl up in me because this go time. Like, I'm at a college campus. I look great. You feel me? I look great. I feel great. I'm fresh meat to all these people here. Like, I can start dating or, you know, kicking it with other people. Like, I can start going to parties freely without having to, like, worry about if somebody try to talk to me. I have a boyfriend. You feel me? I can just move how I want to move now. So, thank you, the fuck. So, y'all, I just hit him with some dry shit. So, I'm getting ready for a class, and I'm in my dorm room at this point. I'm getting ready for a class and shit, and I hear somebody knocking on the door. So I didn't pay too much attention because, like I told y'all in the university series, that we lived in a suite. So it was like 5 girls that lived in the same little suite as me because I don't really have people coming to the door for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people I fuck with, the girl that I did fuck with was here. But, you know, people would come in and out. Whatever. Basically, I didn't really have too many people coming to the door for me. So I didn't really think to go answer the door. So sis tells me, Bree, the door's for you. So I'm like, the fuck? So in walks the drum major. And I'm just looking at him like, why are you here? What are you doing here?
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Like, what are you doing here? Like, be for real. What are you doing here? You told me we don't talk no more. We're broken up. We're not in a relationship anymore. This thing is over with. So I'm like very confused as to why the fuck you in my dorm room. So y'all, I remember going in the bathroom. And I'm like trying to freshen myself up. Like, I'm low-key doing a little hell bath to keep it all the way 100. Because I'm in between classes, and I just was like, let me do a little hell bath real quick. I'm feeling like I need to freshen up. This nigga walks in the bathroom. What are you doing here? So he all like,
You know, I don't want it to be a problem between us, and can you just talk to me?
and I'm just like, what do we need to talk about? What do we need to talk about? Are you ready to tell me the truth as to why you received some flowers from someone and then now you broke up with me? Like, are you ready to talk about that? Or did you want to just play around in my face and string me along like a little ass girl, like you think I am, but really I'm not? You know what I'm saying? I am, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I was a little ass girl. But at the end of the day, you're not about to play me like that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't think I was a little ass girl when you was in these drawers, did you? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's going on. So he all trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, basically on some nigga, get the fuck on. Like, not politely, respectfully, get the fuck on. Like, get the fuck on. So y'all, he leaves or whatever, and when he leave, that pretty much was the end of us talking. Like, I really didn't bump into him on campus because we hung around like different groups of people. It just pretty much was over from there. We still had each other as friends from on Facebook or whatever. So years later, like maybe like a year or two later, mind you, I had stopped going to the school after that 1 year. After my freshman year, I was done and I left the school. So after that, I go on Facebook and I see him and the majorette girl are engaged. They're engaged. And then shortly after that, I see that they are married. So y'all, he married this girl. He married this girl. And, you know, it is what it is. I just feel like, me personally, I never got answers from this situation. Like, I never really got clear answers on what this was before I came. Because me being a freshman coming into a college, I'm fresh meat or whatever. And I feel like, honestly, they had some shit going on. Like, they had years into this. And I was just coming into it, you know, and I was something to keep him busy while they was on their off. And then, you know what I'm saying, they got back on. And honestly, that's how I feel. I never got answers. But he did reach out to me. He did reach out to me after that. He reached out to me probably in like 2017. I don't know when it was. He reached out to me years later. I was selling hair on Facebook. He reached out to me and said,
Oh, my wife wants to buy some hair from you.
I still have the messages, y'all, so I have to put them up here. He's talking about his wife want to buy some hair from me. And I'm just like, oh, okay, it's this much. And he's like, oh, yeah, she's going to purchase it from you. And I'm just like, do she know what me and you used to do? She know who I am? Do she know what we used to be doing? So where she want to buy some hair from me? Do she know? Like, are you playing? Because the girl never ended up buying no hair from me. She never bought the damn hair. So I just feel like it was just an excuse for him to talk to me for real. And I didn't even give him that. Oh, sorry. I didn't even give him that. Like, I'm keeping it strictly professional with you because we don't have nothing to talk about, like I told you back then. Boo. But anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that story time. I just was thinking about it. It was a random memory. And I was just like, let me talk about this because no, he did not. No, he did not play with my feelings, use me as a motherfucking rebound, and then married the girl though. Like, I'm happy for them. I'm glad they living their life, honey, because I'm living mine. But that was just too crazy though. So if you about to go into college, don't let those older dudes manipulate you, and you know what I'm saying? None of that. Don't let them drag you into no situationship, relationship, none of that. Make sure you do your research because you have to realize if you dealing with a sophomore, senior, junior, whatever, they probably have dealt with somebody that was in class, you know what I'm saying, a class before you. They probably dealt with someone that's up in the upper class with them. So you have to do your research to figure out what the heck these dudes have going on before you even get into college. And honestly, when you get there, girl, don't get into that relationship, do you? Because you still have years and years and years to get into a relationship in college. Go there, focus on your studies, focus on doing the right stuff. Do not be like me because I was partying and I was kicking it. Don't be like me. and it was a time, you know, but I wish I could go back and actually like take the resources and like maybe, I don't know, play my little college experience a little different. But, you know, I didn't. It is what it is. I can't take that back now. I'm happy with what I'm doing now. Talking to y'all and doing my makeup and, you know, all these other stuff that I have going on. I'm very happy with what I have going on. So, you know, things happen for a reason, but I just wanted to let y'all know the tea because it was tea, honey. But yeah, I hope y'all really enjoyed this story time. If you did, and if you are still here, you have not subscribed yet, I'm just trying to figure out, do we have a problem? Is there a problem? Because why wouldn't you hit the subscribe button if we supposed to be cool? Why? Like, you need to hit the subscribe button. You need to come and join the family. Come and join the friend group. Like, it's lit over here. We talk in the comments. I talk back. I'm not bougie to the point where I can't talk back, okay? I talk back. Leave me a comment. Tell me how y'all would have felt in this situation, what y'all would have did or whatever. And, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Show your girl some love. I need something from y'all before I drop another story time. And what I need is... I I'm starting off small because I've never asked y'all for anything. So what I need is, I need 50 comments. No, I need 50 likes. I'm sorry. I need 50 likes. 50 likes, just 50. Just 50. And I need 20 comments. Okay, not including my replies. I need 50 likes, 20 comments, and we're doing the next story time. And the next story time gonna be real motherfucking juicy, so you don't want to miss out. So anyways, y'all, girl, you already know your girl gotta go. Till next time, boo.